I didn't see you sneak up on me. Don't forget our 6-foot distance now. Say, are you a little bit hungry? What do you say we go on a little walk? We can do some foraging. There's a lot of good greens out, some yucca stalks. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so it's springtime. There's a lot of green things out. So we're gonna make a lot of salad. I've been making cooked greens stuff and then some raw salad too. Right, so here we've got some mustard. This one's called short pod mustard or Hirschfeldia. It's kind of furry and it's got a little bit of a spicy taste. So we can pick a bunch of that for the cooked greens. And we've got some alfalfa here. You can tell because it's got these 3 little leaflets and it's got these little teeth on the end of the leaf. And it's kind of bushy. So let's throw that in the cooked greens as well. And over here we have some cheeseweed or mallow. And well, you can tell that by it's kind of round leaf, got some lobes on it. It's got like 5 lobes, and it grows in these fields, and that's one you usually cook up. I mean, you can eat it raw, but it's good when it's cooked up. And it's kind of gelatinous. It's got that little bit of a slimy texture. You can make it's good for a pesto. I've made a pesto with this and some black sage. And some of you might be wondering why I have yellow hands. It's because I'm dyeing. I'm dyeing some wool with yellow. Some yellow that I made out of a flower. Actually, it's right over here. I made some yellow dye out of sourgrass flowers. And I'm dyeing some wool with it right now. I have some nopales over here too, some nopalitos, but I think I'm gonna wait on those. They're pretty small still. There's the wool dyeing right now. And we've got some wild peas over here. This one is called Lathyrus vestidus, and its botanical name. And right now it's got a bunch of these little peas. They're kind of in the snow pea stage. So I'll pick some of those. And why not some flowers for the raw salad too, just to add some color. Remember to say thank you when you're grateful for all the abundance on the earth, because it's a gift. And there's some blue dicks over here, but I'll wait a couple months till those go to seed, then I'll show you what to do with those. I've got some edible little corms, little starchy corms under the ground there. Little goldfinch enjoying peeling the fibers off of that sage stem up there, making her nest. There's some little black elfin saddles in here. That's the kind of mushroom that's edible, so I'm going to take one and add it to what I'm cooking. And here's the proper way to harvest a mushroom in the wild. Instead of digging it up or yanking it out of the ground, that will disturb all the mycelium that's under there. And so instead, take your knife and you cut it right at the base. And then have your beautiful mushroom to add to what you're cooking. And that's a black elfin saddle, or Helvella dryophila. Alright, now let's go and get all the stuff for the raw salad. And normally when I'm alone I wouldn't make such a diverse salad with all the different things in it, but since you're here, I'm going to show you all the different things that we got out here. Well, anyway, a lot of stuff that we got out here. So, and we'll make a very luscious salad for you. Really, for me, since you're not actually here. But over here we got some Italian thistle, and you can recognize it because it's super spiky, and it's got like these light colored veins going through, not the white veins like milk thistle, but just the light colored veins. What you can do with it now is you can pull one out, and it's going to be better in a couple weeks, but you can just peel off the leaves of the stalk here, and there's a nice tender little stem right there. It kind of tastes like sweet celery or something like that. So I'm gonna have a bite for myself. And here's some chickweed, which is best before it flowers, like this little shoot right here, which hadn't flowered yet. Let's put some of that in the salad. And you can recognize that because it has these leaves coming out opposite from each other on the stem, and they're kind of like spade shaped. And if it is flowering, you can see these little, they're called mouse ear chickweed. They have these tiny little white petals. There's some sow thistle, and it's got these kind of arrow shaped leaves, and when you pick it, it's got this white sap that comes out, and if you like bitter stuff, you can add that to your salad as well. Over here we have some not poison hemlock, if that's what you were thinking. This might look like poison hemlock to you, but poison hemlock has like purple splotches along the stem. This one got like some little hairs, and it's nice and green, and it's also this little delicate herb, whereas poison hemlock grows like these big shoots. And yeah, another way to tell is the smell. If you smell poison hemlock, it's going to be this kind of repulsive smell that will tell you definitely don't want to eat that. But this just smells like parsley. It is a delicious little herb that you can add to your salad. It tastes pretty much like parsley as well. So, and it's called burr chervil. It's a non-native one as well. Here's some of the little seed pods coming out of the burr chervil, if you want to be extra certain that it's burr chervil. These little hairy, spiky little seed pods. Also, just a note of caution, whenever you're trying a new food, especially a new wild food, try a tiny little bit at first, because some people are sensitive to different things. And I mean, with any food in general, don't overdo one thing. Take the middle path. And yes, I am by a road here, but it's a private road and we never spray here, so it's all good. And I've got some hedge mustard right here. It's spicy if you like spicy. A little bit of London rocket over here. That's another spicy one. There's a bunch of different brassicas out here. And you can pull the tops off these shepherd's purse. That's another kind of spicy brassica. Some fiddleneck. That's a native one you could eat the leaves of, but we don't have much here, so I'm going to save the seed and spread it around. And there's a whole bunch of burr clover. It's got a little bit of an intense flavor, but you can put a little bit of that in. There's some dandelion up here. And if you like the bitters, you can take some of that as well. It's got these smooth leaves with these kind of lion's teeth, hence the name Dandelion. Dandelion, teeth of the lion. And it's not this one, which is a native plant called mountain dandelion, which is kind of a little furry. The leaves look kind of similar, but they're different color. They've got those hairs on them. You can even eat the filiary, or storkspill, this one. Erodium secutarium is this one. You can eat any of the filaries, actually. And last but certainly not least, we have miner's lettuce, or Indian lettuce, or Claytonia. which it's actually the best one out here basically. It's so tender and lush, and it's a native one, and so later in the spring I actually gather the seeds of these and help them spread around. But I'm going to show you an even better spot if we walk way up the trail. If you like sour, there's some sour grass too. It's one of the kids' favorites. So here's one of the good miner's lettuce spots. Just look at this field full of lush miner's lettuce up here. So this is where we're going to do some of the collecting. So what I do is, instead of taking these ones with flowers that are going to go to seed, I go down here and take these ones, which are still just like the heart shape, and pick those, and that way you're letting all the plants go to seed. And then be very gentle too when you're pulling them out, because sometimes you might rip out the entire plant. And I'm not ravaging the whole hillside, I'm just taking what I need, and I'm just gonna make a little salad. Very luscious, tender, juicy miner's lettuce. There's a yucca stalk up there. Oh, and a Cooper's hawk just flying by. But maybe on a later day I'll show you how to harvest a yucca stalk. But right now I have already harvested one and I've got plenty left. Right, let's cook it all up. I'm just gonna cut up some onion here. In a pan with some hot oil. With all the veggies and mushroom. I'll put some spices in there too before it gets all steamy. Let's put some eggs in there. Whoop. I'm feeling like it's a 4-egg day. I'm just gonna put 4 eggs in there. I'll just make a scramble. I'll just rip up all the salad greens here. Yeah, well, there it is. We got some cooked greens with eggs and onions over here. Some raw salad. A little bit for you, a little bit for me. Got some homemade dressing right here. And a little bit for an offering as well. I hope you enjoy.